Whether in France, England, Germany, or Italy, Europe is brimming with magnificent cities renowned for their gastronomy, museums, architecture, and nightlife, and home to numerous top tourist sites. Therefore, it is difficult to select where to begin. Europe is a continent rich in diversity and life. Each of Europe's top tourist destinations has its own intriguing history and culture. It is certainly a wonderful experience to travel to one of these nations because there are so many things to do and see. If you ever get the opportunity, you should visit as many European sites as possible in order to have a unique experience. When you travel to Europe, you'll encounter a number of intriguing tourist sites. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at the top tourist attractions in Europe. Yeah, you heard it right. The Louvre, Paris, France. The Louvre is one of the top tourist destinations in Europe for art, history, and culture fans. Paris, France is one of the most popular European cities with an abundance of historical sites. The Louvre is the largest art museum in the world and the most significant structure in Paris. The Louvre is now one of the most visited museums in the world with more than 7.3 million visitors. The Colosseum, Rome, Italy. Rome is one of the oldest and most renowned cities in Europe. This oval-shaped amphitheater, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, is located in the center of Rome and was constructed during the reigns of the Flavian emperors. The construction of the Colosseum began in the year 72 AD and was completed with alterations in the year 96 AD. The enormous structure would accommodate over 80,000 tourists. It was originally used for gladiator competitions and other events such as the reenactments of battles, executions, and animal hunts. The Sagrada Familia, Barcelona, Spain. If you're fortunate enough to be in Barcelona, one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe, don't miss visiting the Sagrada Familia. It is a large, unfinished chapel that can be seen from anywhere in Barcelona. Antoni Gaudi, a Catalan architect, designed the edifice. The structure's construction began in 1882 under the guidance of architect Pala de Villar. He retired after a year, and Antoni Gaudi took up the project. He altered and refurbished the structure using Gothic architecture and Art Nouveau. Buckingham Palace, London, UK. Buckingham Palace is one of the top cities in Europe, and you will not want to miss it if you are visiting the capital city of London. In 1703, it was constructed as a mansion for the Duke of Buckingham under the name Buckingham House at its heart. In 1761, King George III acquired it for Queen Charlotte. Then, until the 19th century, it was enlarged by architects John Nash and Edward Bloor. Eiffel Tower, Paris, France. The Eiffel Tower is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe and one of the world's most recognizable structures. The tower is named after Gustave Eiffel, the engineer who developed it between 1887 and 1889. The tower's entrance was designed for the 1889 World's Fair. The leading design experts and artists initially condemned the tower's wrought iron design. The structure is located on Champ de Mars in Paris and is approximately 325 meters tall. The Sistine Chapel, Vatican City. Whether you are or whether you aren't a spiritual person, the Sistine Chapel will always be one of the most alluring tourist destinations in Europe. This chapel is situated within the Apostolic Palace, the primary papal residence. It is constructed for both papal and ecclesiastical purposes. The chapel was initially designed by Giovanni Dolci and Baccio Pontelli and constructed in the 15th century. In addition to the historical and religious significance of this complex, the chapel is especially admired for its ceiling frescoes. Anne Frank House, Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Due to sad circumstances, Anne Frank is one of the most admired historical characters in Europe, and this museum is dedicated to her. Next to the Prinsengracht Canal in the heart of Amsterdam lies a biographical museum and a writer's home. Anne Frank and her family hid from Nazi persecution during World War II in a building constructed in the 17th century. Stonehenge, Wiltshire, UK. Due to this prehistoric landmark, Wiltshire is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe. Stonehenge is situated near Salisbury and Amesbury and consists of a ring of enormous standing stones. Each of the stones is over 13 feet tall and weighs up to 25 tons. This landmark is believed to have been constructed between 3000 BC and 2000 BC. Leaning Tower of Pisa, Pisa, Italy. Sometimes the best engineers and architects accidentally create the most recognizable landmarks. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is among the most notable examples. This man-made masterpiece is one of the 7 wonders of the world and one of the world's most recognizable sites. If you're fortunate enough to visit Pisa, this magnificent landmark may be on your itinerary. This complex was constructed in the 12th century. It is also the bell tower of the Pisa Cathedral. The soft terrain on which it was built, as well as faulty foundations, contributed to its lean. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.